Good afternoon, everybody. This is Walter on Total Fitness Podcast. It's my turn today, so I'm going to talk a little bit about something that I think might interest you. It interests me. So, last time I talked about clarity and how if you have a goal in mind or you have something you want to achieve, you need to have clarity about what that goal is. It does no good to know I want fog. I need to know I want this, that, or the other thing, and what exactly that means and what I have to do to get there. Today, I want to go on the flip side of that and say, okay, life can still and has to be slightly improvisational in the way that you live it. So, if you look at Tony Robbins, I'm a big fan of Tony Robbins. I listen to a lot of his stuff. So one of the things that he talks about is the pilot going from New York to Los Angeles. And as he's going, he doesn't head necessarily, he doesn't set a course for Los Angeles. He sets a course for the direction of Los Angeles. As he goes along, wind turbulence happens, stuff happens, there's a storm over here that has to be avoided, all that kind of thing. And he gradually shifts and shifts and shifts and learns until he ends up landing in Los Angeles. It's the same sort of thing with life. I think that what you have to do is consider that if I have a goal, I don't know what's going to happen on the way to that goal. I get a job. The job is great, but I get a new manager. The new manager has different demands. Or as time goes on and the job changes, the parameters of what my job is change, and I have to grow and change along the lines of that in order to succeed with that job. It's the same thing with life. It's the same thing with fitness. You never know. You get an injury. How do you deal with the injury? You go to the gym with the plan of doing A, B, C, and the squat rack is in use. What are you going to do? You have to figure out a way to still achieve the same sort of things. It's improv. Life is improv. Let's face it, you can't control what the next guy's going to say to you or anything like that. The story of Thomas Edison comes to mind. As you know, created the light bulb, yay, we all know that it took a lot to do that. He created 3,000 variations on the form before he got to the one that worked. At least that's what the stories say. So 3,000 times it did not work, and he went, okay, what can I learn from this? How do I add that to what I'm doing? Change it to make it work, until finally, eureka, he gets the light bulb that works, that has been lighting our homes ever since, with a few variations. That's the way that life is as well. I mean, you have to sort of learn each time that you hit something to say, okay, how does this work? How does this change what I'm trying to do to get where I'm going? And finally, I'm going to say this. You may head out to Los Angeles, and you're going there, and you learn through this storm and that storm and all those other things that, I'll take it even further. My personal life, I did not ever think that I would be a personal trainer, making videos and talking to people about life and how to achieve goals. That was not my plan. When in my 20s, I became a hairdresser. I was a successful hairdresser. I enjoyed it a lot. Then it ran its course, and it was not as interesting to me anymore. So I became an actor. I was an actor for a while. And then, this is not exactly what I want either. But the thread that drew them all together was I want to be able to communicate with people. I want to be able to make their lives better and help them. And so here I am now, making videos, talking to people about how to improve their lives, how to change their fitness, how to change their way of thinking, and I'm helping people in the gym to actually improve their fitness on a one-to-one level. That was the entire path of my life. I had to learn all these other things. I had to enjoy all these other things and grow through those other things. Because I'll tell you, stuff I learned as a hairdresser is applicable to what I do on the gym floor. Stuff I learned as an actor is definitely applicable in terms of my sitting here and talking to you on a video. So, don't deny yourself the joy of all those lessons that you will learn throughout your life. Don't be afraid of taking the next lesson and going along. Don't be afraid of improv, because when you lose control and you leap, you get the most joy out of life, and you might find yourself on a course that takes you someplace so much better than you ever thought it would be. Enjoy that. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Matthew's going to talk next week.